we've talked about how we think. David is in the middle of the worst battle of his life. His son has an army ready to kill him. He has run him out of his kingdom. He's had rocks thrown at him. He's been cursed to his face. His own men wanted to defend him, and David wouldn't allow them to defend him. David's feeling pretty despondent, defeated, saying, well, maybe God will see what's happened to me and have mercy on me. And he's alone now, and at any minute it appears that he could die. And he learns to think, and he meditates on, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. And I want you to think on that, and I want to walk you through some of the things he's saying, and I want to help you with that. I don't know what you're facing. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know if the church your pastor isn't growing it like you want, or the support's not coming in, or your marriage is having some issues, or you're dealing with some friends that haven't been friendly, or whatever issue you're dealing with, or if you're feeling you don't measure up and you're hurting. I just want you to know there's an answer for you, and that is learning to focus on the Lord Jesus, and to make the shepherd the center of your focus, not the situation. So David starts off, like we've talked about, right from the start. He said, the Lord is my shepherd. He doesn't go anywhere else. Then he thinks about all the benefits of having the Lord as his shepherd. He is so excited. He has never had a need I shall not want. Every time, God has always been there and always supplied. Then he said, not only has he supplied, but he has given me enough that I laid down when there was plenty to eat. It's kind of like what you do on the Thanksgiving meal in America, where you eat till you're so full that when they offer you more banana pudding, more apple pie with ice cream, or another serving of turkey, you're like, I wish I could, I just can't. He makes me lie down in green pastures in the middle of storm, in the middle of everything going on. When I look back over my life, God has been good to me, and I'm going to focus on that. Then he says he leads me beside still waters. That means he leads him to water that's quiet, water that doesn't scare him. The sheep are easily frightened by the babbling brook. They don't want to drown. They don't want to fall in the water and not be able to get back up. When I was a boy, we had a horse, a Tennessee walking horse, a stallion, a big horse, very big, many times bigger than I could ever dream of controlling, and he wouldn't drink out of the stream. So I'd always lead the horses down to the water at the stream, but he wouldn't drink there. He would rear up on his back legs. He would pick me up in the air. And so I learned the only way to get him to drink was either take it to him in a bucket so it was a still water, or to take him where there was a still water place and he wouldn't be frightened by the water. That's what God does. He knows that right now you're in the middle of turmoil. But if you could turn your focus from what's happening to you and turn it to what God's doing for you, you could find peace in the middle of the battle. You could find a place of quiet rest, even though everything about your circumstances screams that it's over, you're in trouble, and you don't know what to do. He leads me beside still waters. And then, do you understand what's happening? We're talking still waters in the middle of the battle. We're talking still waters when his enemies are raging just over the hilltop. We're talking still waters when his own captains are saying to him, you better hide. Hey, we'll fight for you, but we're in trouble. Still waters in the middle of what seems like he could never win over, he finds a place of peace. God offers you that. Not in your circumstances, not in what you can do, not in your friendships, but in your relationship. The relationship he wants with you and the relationship that he has with you. And that's where he restores your soul. That's why we talked about all the meditation. We talked about the meditation because you come in weak and wounded. You come in weak and wounded, but when you focus on the Lord, when you focus all he has done and all he is doing and all that you know that he will do, then you can be restored. Your heart's beating fast. You can't hardly breathe. Your mouth is sticking together. You don't know what to do. You're breathing fast, but you can't get enough air. Your heart's beating. It's about to pop out of your chest. Your temples are throbbing. You're upset. But when you focus on the Lord, all of a sudden, the storm clouds roll back, the sun starts to peep through, the clouds back off, and you find peace. You find abundant life. You find still waters. You find all that God's done, and you're restored. You remember when David lost his men at Ziklag? They came in and while they were off at battle, and the few guys had stayed behind. And they stole their wives and their children and all their goods, and they left the camp. And when they got back, David's back, and his own men turn against him. They want to kill him because he was responsible for all their loss, remember? And the Bible says, and David comforts himself, encourages himself in the Lord. I've often wondered, what does that mean? He encouraged himself in the Lord. You see, what happened was he got to a point in his life that he could see enough of God that he could see past the giants. He saw enough of God that he could see past the situation to his shepherd. You see, it's really not what's happening to you, and it's not what you're feeling, it's where you're focusing. Not what you're feeling, it's where you're focusing. You see, when you focus on the giant, you'll feel the giants. When you focus on feeling like a grasshopper, you'll be like a grasshopper. When you focus on the Lord, you'll know that the enemy is easily to be beaten. You know that because you're focusing on the Lord. And the question is, where are you focusing? The question right now is, where are you focusing as you're dealing with issues in your life? And so I know maybe you're having marriage problems or family problems or financial problems or health issues. And it's if you focus on those, they'll get too big. But you remember we discussed seeing the truth beyond what's true. It's true, David, you're in trouble, you're in a cave. But the truth is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It's true when you send the 12 spies into the promised land that they are like giants. But the truth is, beyond what's true that they're giants, is that God is able. It's true that Goliath could kill all the men, but it's bigger truth, God is there. It's true they're going to throw you in a fiery furnace, but the truth is God will take care of you. And if he takes care of you and lets you live, fine. If he doesn't, fine. But you got truth. And that's where you and I focus, is on truth. And that's how he restores our soul. Now we're going to walk our way into the next part of the psalm. It says, he leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Now I love this part of the psalm. I mean, I love this whole psalm. It is radically changing my life all the time because I just constantly think about it. But I don't know how to navigate where I am. I don't know how to navigate cancer. I don't know how to navigate chaos. I don't know how to navigate when so many things are going wrong. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Well, here's what David knows. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul, and he's going to lead me where I need to go. All I need to do is take the next step, obey God, and he's going to take care of me. He's going to take care of me for his name's sake. Do you understand? We'll get into that more in the next episode or so. But do you understand that he's going to do all that because of who he is? That's what for his name's sake means. He's not doing it because your name's sake. He's not doing it because I want to take care of Austin and I want Austin's name to be magnified. He wants his name to be magnified. And he's lifting up his name and he's honoring himself in what he does. He says, I'll lead you. I know you've never been here before. I know you don't know what to do, but I do. So you can trust me to get you through what's in front of you. So let me lead you. Let me guide you. Let me take you on to the next step in your life. Now you listen to me before we stop for today's meditation. He's not left you. I don't care how far you wandered away, or I don't care how much trouble you're in, or I don't care how much you're begging him to help you. He's standing there saying, I'm here. I'm your shepherd. You don't have to worry. I won't leave you. If you run away, I'll chase you down and bring you home because I love you. The Lord is your shepherd. You will not have to want. You will not have to want. You never have, you never will. And he will come get you and bring you back to green pastures, and he'll make it so plenteous that you'll eat like Thanksgiving meal and be done. And he'll find some still, quiet water, some peace in the middle of the problems. He'll restore your soul, and he'll lead you forward. So lean on the shepherd. Look to the shepherd. Just enjoy the fact that the shepherd's going to take care of you. For that today, that's your thought. The shepherd's going to lead me. The shepherd is always taking care of me, and the shepherd always will take care of me, and I'm going to keep trusting my shepherd.